are leaving money on the table. Obviously, you're leaving money on the table because they want to work with you, but they can't because you don't have anything else for them, and so they're going across the street and they're going with other coaches. But because I had the erroneous belief and erroneous mindset that like, oh, people don't have it, they don't want to spend that much money, I'm gonna be nice and friendly and cheap. You know, yeah, I had like low ticket courses and things, but I had nothing higher level for them to get into. What are some ways you know you're currently leaving money on the table? Hey, Courtney Sanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and I do all the things. And today I want to talk about ways that you might be leaving money on the table in your business. We cannot afford to leave money on the table because then we can't wear all the hats and do all the things, right? You want to grow your business, not only to support you and to achieve different things for yourself and with your clients, but also to get support, right? So I know that's really big for women. They're like, man, you know, if I could just make more money, maybe I could have more support at home or more support in my personal life, in my business, whatever it is that you've got going on. And so you cannot afford to leave money on the table. And there's some very simple things that you can do in order to pick up those nickels and quarters and dimes, a lot more than that, that you might be leaving. So if you're wondering how you might be leaving money on the table, stay tuned because we're gonna get into it right now. All right, the first way that you might be leaving money on the table is simply by not having more than one offer. I don't know what it is or who started this in the coaching industry, but there's this like erroneous belief that you can only have one signature coaching program and that's the only thing you sell. And even when you sell it, you only sell it like once a quarter or once every 6 months or once a year or something like that. And so you're leaving a lot of money on the table if you don't have something else for people to join. The reason this is so important is because actually the majority of your audience might not join your signature coaching program at that time or at all. In fact, you might only have a segment that raises their hand and is like, oh yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. But the rest of the people might be interested in the general subject of what your niche is and what you teach about. But for whatever reason, that particular program, your signature program, might not be a good fit for them. And so if you have nothing else that could possibly be a good fit for them, obviously you're leaving money on the table because they want to work with you, but they can't because you don't have anything else for them. And so they're going across the street and they're going with other coaches. And I know this intimately. Oh, this hurt me. This happened to me when I discovered that a lot of my clients, and this was years ago, were actually working with other coaches at higher price points simply because I didn't have a higher ticket offer. They wanted to work with me, closer proximity. They actually wanted to spend more money, but because I had the erroneous belief and erroneous mindset that like, oh, people don't have it, they don't want to spend that much money, I'm gonna be nice and friendly and cheap. You know, yeah, I had like low ticket courses and things, but I had nothing higher level for them to get into. And the people who wanted higher level offers, they were going across the street until I came up with my higher level offer. And it was amazing. They were like, thank you. I've been waiting for you to offer something like this. I'm totally signing up. I know it was like crazy because you always hear, oh, you should, you know, make things as cheap as possible. And it's kind of a race to the bottom with the price, but that's not necessarily the case. So anyway, won't go down that diatribe, but one way you are leaving money on the table is if you only have one offer. So make sure you have more than one offer and then you have more than one way for people to pay you. All right, the second way that you might be leaving money on the table, and this is related to the first, is you might not have more than one version of your offer or your program. Oftentimes we think like, okay, this is it. This is the program that I'm offering you. It's whatever, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. This is everything that you get. This is the price. Bada bing, bada boom. Do you want in or don't you want in? Not realizing that you might attract more clients or have clients who actually want to work with you further if you offer different versions. I started doing this year, even just with my coaching, right? My one-on-one coaching. For a long time, I only had one long-term one-on-one coaching container. Actually, in fact, for a long time, I only had one long-term group coaching container, right? So now I have versions of that, right? You can work with me in this capacity for group coaching, or you can work with me in this capacity for one-on-one coaching. And now even the one-on-one coaching versus group coaching, I have different levels and different versions of that. Do you want to work with me for 3 months, for 6 months, for a year? You know, I have now short-term versus long-term. Do you want to work with me for a month, for 2 weeks, for a week, for a single day, and a VIP session, like a weekend intensive. So I have lots of different versions of the same offer. Oftentimes I also have higher level versions of different things that I'm offering. So for instance, if I'm offering a course, I might have the course version of it, but if you want coaching to go with that, I might have a course plus coaching version. So think about different versions essentially of your offer that you can provide, and realize that people will take you up on that, because if you don't have it, they can't say yes to it. And if they can't say yes to it, again, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Another way you're probably leaving money on the table is not having short-term and limited time offers. So oftentimes we think about kind of the bread and butter of our business. You know, this is my signature coaching program. This is what I offer all the time, or this is what I offer every year. And then again, we don't think about that. And so obviously I mentioned with the first point that you need to have more than one offer, but oftentimes if you can have something that is seasonal or something that is connected to something that's happening in your world, or even like holiday or whatever, some sort of short-term, it could be something as basic as a Black Friday bundle, right? Like only available during Black Friday, a Black Friday bundle. Having some sort of limited time offer is another way to create excitement for people to be like, ooh, yes, this is another opportunity for me to get into your world, for me to receive more of your expertise, your wisdom, to get into your coaching. And it's fun. You know, there's urgency built in because it's short-term, because it's connected to something seasonally or however you choose to do it. Short-term offers are great. So if you don't have them in your business, you are leaving money on the table. All right, I have more where that came from, but first I wanna hear from you. What are some ways you know you're currently leaving money on the table? Share in the comments below. All right, the next way you're leaving money on the table, almost in the opposite of what we just talked about, is not having evergreen offers. So while it's very common in the coaching industry to have like one signature offer, it's also very common for people to join it like once a year or twice a year, or at max like once a quarter or something like that. And so it's like this kind of like open and close thing, like, oh, now it's open, now it's closed, and you can't enroll until the next time that there's enrollment. While that's fine, and it might make sense for you to do that based on what type of offer it is, or your clients, or you know, you might have your reasons for doing an open closed style enrollment. What also would be beneficial is if you had something that was open all the time. And so this goes back to why you might not be having daily sales. In fact, I talk about it in this video where I share what you need, what are kind of like requirements in order for you to have consistent daily sales. And it might sound obvious, but one thing you definitely need to have daily sales is you need something that you sell daily. And so if you only have one offer and it's only open at the top of the year and you know halfway through the year, then you don't have anything for people to get into in between those times. So having an evergreen offer, something that's always available for enrollment, is really beneficial. And if you don't have that, you're definitely leaving money on the table. All right, another way that you're probably leaving money on the table is that you're not creating new offers for your existing audience. I see this so often. People are obsessed with new clients, right? Like, how do I get new clients coming in the door? I haven't made a sale in a few weeks. You know, I'm urgent. I need to get new clients. I need to get new clients in my coaching program. And this is actually connected to some of the other things I've been talking about around how you want to have limited time offers, or you want to have more than one offer. Part of the reason that I'm saying this is because you might have existing clients, maybe people who have already joined your signature coaching program, and they're like, wow, that was great. I really enjoyed working with you. But now, because you don't have anything else for them, again, they're having to go across the street. So you will find, one, that it's a lot easier to sell to the clients that you already have because they already know, like, and trust you. They've worked with you before, they've experienced your style, they've gotten results. So it's just an easier sell. Like, there's virtually no sell because they know all of these things. So if you just focus on the clients that you already have, obviously not saying don't go after new clients, because you know you always want new clients coming in, but don't forget about your existing clients. Your existing clients are often loyal. Again, they're willing to work with you again because they've had a great experience. And so if you think about what are the unique needs that they have now that they've worked with me, where can I serve them at the next level? That's a great opportunity for you to create something just for them. And if you're not creating something for your existing audience, you are leaving money on the table. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want even more, in fact, you're like, ooh, I really need to fix this and implement these different things in my business, then I invite you to book a call with my team to learn about how some of our coaching programs might be a good fit for you. As I mentioned, I have a variety of coaching programs now at a variety of different levels, some short-term, some long-term. So there's no pressure if you book a call with my team. You know, if we don't have anything that is a good fit for you, then we will definitely let you know. But if you are interested in working with me and you want to see if something that I have available is a good fit for you, click the link below to book a call now. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. If you can't wait for my next video, make sure that you are subscribed to my podcast. It's the Courtney Sanders Show on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you can't wait for my next podcast or my next YouTube video, make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.